What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of Watch Them Throw. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's happening, baby?
What's up?
Happy Halloween.
Shit.
Woo!
Oh my goodness. Nah, what the fuck you got on, bro?
I'm sorry. Who's this nigga talking to? Oh shit.
I see I'm gonna have to start off already.
Ghost of Vaymond. Nice.
Goddamn.
So shit, we got what, episode 3, season 5. You know, we got some of the fam in the house. A pimp has no name, but he got hoes.
Nigga, you funny, that motherfucker.
I'm not the voice.
Oh my god. We got lit Cersei Red Riding Hood. And
I couldn't choose
Voodoo
between
Queen.
the Red Woman, Melisandre, or Sansa when she's in her black. So I was like, let me just merge the two.
That's what's up.
Really?
That's it.
What? What am I supposed to be?
Somebody's been at homecoming.
Tyrion.
That's right.
hey, somebody said Queen Mother looked like she about to rob a bank with Lawrence Tate.
Lorenz.
Don't make me start throwing curses up out of here, because damn it, I will. I got my voodoo doll tonight.
What are those Spanish wrestlers called?
Luchadors.
I just left the White Howard's house, so y'all excuse me.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I mean, your booty hole must be.
You living dangerously over there with the Bussy monster.
It's all good play. I just hope you got paid.
This nigga.
Can't have nice things, children.
I am at a loss for words for some of these fucking nigga. TK, your shit is just on another level.
Hey man, I went to the Tyler Perry House of Wigs and Wardrobe and caught me one.
That means your booty hole hurting too, huh?
Oh goddamn.
All his hoes are hurting.
So yeah, let's get into it. So let's start off.
Okay. All right.
We found ourselves in Braavos, and we at the house of Black and White,
Juice.
and you got Arya sweeping the floor and shit. And while she doing this, we see a old ass dude come in, and he's talking to CJ?
That motherfucker Joaquin Hacker. Yeah, he was talking to that nigga. He said, Valar Morghulis. And he told that nigga Valar Doharis, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the nigga was thirsty or something, because the nigga Joaquin Hacker had gave him some water, some shit like that. Just a little water, you know what I mean? While Arya was sweeping the motherfucking floor with on some wax on, wax off type shit.
This is unbelievable.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Did this nigga call me CJ? That is not my name, nigga. It says down there, a pimp has no name, nigga. That call me that all night.
So anyway, Pimp, finish walking us through that first scene.
Okay. So the king got her sweeping, right? She's sweeping. Well, the Harris and whatnot, you know. And then he tells her, you know, to become one, a girl must know how to serve. And I totally understand what that nigga means by that. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if you a pimp or an auntie.
But nigga, that's one thing you understand is a pimp got a little bit of auntie to him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got to know how to do this shit. You got to know how to finesse it, baby. But anyway, to become one, you must know how to serve. And so she's on some wax on, wax off shit right now. She's sweeping. And she don't understand that right now, in order to be invisible, you got to learn how to serve. Because the invisible motherfuckers be the motherfuckers serving. And that's pretty much how that lesson go. Shout out to Manny Fresh.
Oh my God.
God damn.
We can't even get 5 minutes in and we all ready off the damn rails.
Are we drinking tonight?
No.
Oh.
I am shit.
No.
Haven't you drank enough?
No.
Hell no.
Man, fucking,
I'm talking about Leslie.
I mean,
So
Oh, I was answering for him too.
So let me just continue though. Anyway, so you know, eventually the man who was asking for the water, he passes out. Perhaps he dies, I guess, or something.
oh, he dead as hell.
And
And there wasn't no water.
Arya asked the little weird bitch. She asked her, where are they taking the man? And the weird bitch don't say nothing to her. You know, so
I know fucking Whitney would have been like, this ain't strong enough.
Whitney catch a strays. I'm gonna need y'all niggas to get it together. Get it to fucking together. Motherfuckers are supposed to be professionals. Be some goddamn professionals.
Yummy, yummy.
I'm gonna have to mute my motherfucking microphone.
All right, so we leave. We leave the House of Black and White, and we find ourselves over in King's Landing, and we got little Cersei. Excuse me, the old Cersei. Cersei's being carried, in the litter, and while she's going to where she's going, she's got, the crowd, they screaming for Margaery, and she already don't like her, so she getting hot as hell. Just listen to that. So when we get there, we see that Tommen and Margaery is getting married, and Cersei's face looks stank as hell. Stank as hell. Little Cersei, won't you walk us through that?
Sure. So back to the street. All the people see is the carriage, and it's going to the step. Cersei's in the carriage. They're screaming, Margaery, 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 and her face just turned sour. So she gets to the sept and walks into the wedding. And Marjorie's smile is so ugly. That little smirk she has, it's just annoying. So she gets married to Tommen. She's all happy. Tommen is hype. And Cersei's standing there pissed off. So after the wedding, Margaery and Tommen have sex. And it's like a slightly longer than Stannis. And Tommen's very, very eager to go again, and Marjorie's just like, calm down. We have all the time in the world. But then Margaery starts planting seeds about sending Cersei back to Casterly Rock. So, in the great words of I'm a bit hungover, Cersei was right to not trust, even though he says Joffrey. She was right not to trust Margaery because Marjorie's doing exactly what.
I sure was about to say, I'm not looking at anything else right now.
Hey, listen, I'm in the motherfucking Dave Chappelle episode, like, nigga.
Nigga, for one, a pimp has no name. You got a potential employee in your midst.
Hold on, where did Queen Mother go? Shut up, Leslie.
The hell, probably.
I mean, shit. I know where my mind going.
I'm over here like, come on, titty.
See, that's why I got my cape.
Oh,
Y'all niggas ain't getting me in trouble. Nope. Nope.
Leslie ain't gonna say a word.
I'm done. I'm done.
Speaking of trouble, where is Carlton's ass?
Mm-hmm.
Back to the show.
Back to the
Margaery is planting seeds about getting Cersei back to Casterly Rock. So, of course, Tommen is just a boy and he knows nothing. And he's just taking it all right in because then, and I'll pass it over to somebody else. Then it pans to, first of all, before we go to Tommen and Cersei, Marjorie's wig while they're in the bed is very, very wiggy. Very wiggy.
Yes, it is.
I don't know I don't know if they did that to show, okay, well, maybe they was being rough or her wig is so wiggy, it's pitiful. Like Tyler Perry wig-ish.
Ooh,
So then it goes over to Cersei and Tommen. Who wants to take that?
Hey, let me just say this though. My boy Tommy was like, hey, did I hurt you? Because you was
Yeah.
That nigga was fiending, boy.
Yeah.
He was fiending.
Hey, my boy scratching his neck. You got any more of that vagina left?
Right. Right.
that nigga said he wanted to fuck for the rest of his life, dog. He said, I just want to do this forever.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else.
Damn. So
Yeah.
after Marjorie put that Mark Gussy on him, convinced him his mama got to go. My boy went straight. He ain't waste no time. He was like, "Hey, look, didn't you say you used to love Castle Rock?" And she was like, "Why the fuck are you asking me that?" And she already knew what the play was. Soon as he started talking, you know, my boy was like, "Bitch, you got to go, and you got to go now." And I don't want nothing that's gonna make me hate my whole family just that fast. You can keep that shit.
He was trying to send her ass on her way though, for real. Like, you ain't got shit to do, ma. Like, Castle Rock seemed like he could use a you right now. Is the vibes he was on. But the reality is that even Marjorie planted that seed in his head. You know, she was getting to work early. You know.
Well, you know, she's been working. She's been working since before they were betrothed. She started working on him. And then once they were betrothed, then she was really working on him and sneaking into his room. And so once they got to the wedding night, you know, it was on and popping. And she popped him 3 times. So, you know, he you know, all you got to do is give him some orange juice and he's ready to go another 3 rounds. So, damn.
And a possible, didn't it? 3 and a possible.
See?
I said young nut.
But as soon as it was
that was that cream of some young guy. Oh, right.
That's strawback.
Always.
I just feel like Queen Mother, you should be wrestling Hulk Hogan instead of talking to us tonight.
You know, I should be wrestling your ass. That's all right. Because we gonna put that voodoo curse on you. In fact, it's already on you, so I'll tell you what it is later.
Ooh, like she gonna put it on you, TK.
And she can't tell you better right now.
But she went to Dubai and came back a whole different person. Goddamn Harlem Globetrotter.
No, I've never been a thought. I've been a thinker, but I've never been a thought.
Oh, see that?
Dig it.
It's that wordplay.
So almost like thought good over here.
So after Tommen tried to run her off, we go. I think we still in King's Landing, and we got Margaery talking to all her people about the night before. Queen Mother, won't you take us through that?
So Cersei is marching through the castle after her talk with Tommen. And she's trying to gauge the temperature because, she got this temperature from Tommen, so she got to see what Margaery's talking about. So Margaery's sitting there with her handmaidens, they all, having girl talking shit. So everything shuts down as soon as Cersei walks in the room because the shit drops about 10, 15 degrees. And she's asking about how she's doing and if she ever needs anything, please let her know. She'll be more than glad to, do whatever she needs to do now that you're part of the family kind of thing. And then Margaery hits her with, how should I address you? Should I address you as Queen Mother or should I address you as Dowager Queen? And she's like, well, we don't have to be that formal anymore, because we're family. We're family, whatever. And she said, well, if things keep going like they are with the king, you're going to be a queen grandmother soon enough. And then her little girls always, just, and then Cersei just storms out the way she does so that the temperature can come back to normal.
That's it.
Hey, before she did that though,
what?
Margaery, as soon as she walked up, Margaery was like, she said, can I get you something to eat, something to drink, perhaps some wine?
Some wine.
It's a little bit too early for us.
In the day. Yeah.
Hey man, like Margaery, you know what though? She did that shit one too many times. That little last jab about the Dowager Queen or some shit, like Cersei walked off that, like, this bitch got to go.
Yeah.
That's what Cersei was thinking in her head. She stuck the knife in too deep.
Yep.
She was really feeling herself, though. She was really feeling herself.
She was feeling herself.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, Cersei is starting to make her own list like Arya is making her list. So Uncle Kevin's on there. Lancel is on there because he going to run his mouth.
Lancel.
I'm sorry. Lancel. Because he's going to run his mouth being the High Sparrow and shit. Or he already ran his mouth, excuse me. And now Margaery is on the hit list. Because as soon as she squeezes out a baby, she's going to tell Qyburn, cut that bitch up. Because we already got a child. So we don't need another one. So we good. Yeah, so Cersei is making her list like Arya has made her list.
Margaery did hit her with that shit though. Then she was like, "Margaery, we fucking. Oh, you gonna be a grandma soon? Get ready." Like,
we is fucking.
We fucking.
Right.
And there wasn't no blood on the sheets or nothing.
Yeah.
Of course not.
That nigga Tommen said he finna go 4 rounds, like a G.
Shit, listen, boy. At his age, man. When I first discovered
Marcus,
when I first discovered her,
Fistina.
Look like it fucking owed me money, nigga.
Christina Aguilera.
Oh my god.
Like it owed me money.
Crunchy washcloths everywhere. Your poor mama.
Listen.
Olenna taught her extremely well.
Mama, not right now. I'm doing something.
Oh my god.
You was like Chris Tucker back in the day. He in the room. Mama like, come here, Chris. I'm coming, mama. I'm coming. Shut the hell up.
Oh shit!
Wow.
God damn. My mom was
So we leave King's Landing and we find ourselves back in Winterfell. And let's see what's going on there. You got
we need Carlton because niggas was
niggas
getting
delayed.
oh yeah, he definitely should have been here. Yeah, you got bodies everywhere. You know, you got Roose in them. They cleaning up, trying to get the place back right. Then you got Ramsay explaining his tax audit methods of how he run there collecting money and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this nigga, like, it ain't a scene that goes by that he's not evil.
Yeah.
Or just on some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And that's the difference between him and Roose. Roose does evil out of a necessity that he feels, right? I mean, Ramsay is a psychopath, so he just enjoys the shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Roose was getting at when he was basically schooling Ramsay by saying that, you know, when Ramsay thought of the idea the Lannisters coming to like for reinforcements to control the North, and Roose was like, nigga, ain't Nan Lannister army ever came this far north, and none will ever come, especially for our ass.
Especially now that Tywin dead.
And so get that shit out your mind. And so Roose is like, I mean, he's trying to position himself to be in a better position, especially you're right, now that Tywin's dead. I mean, he's looking around, he's like saying to himself, all right, like, what's my next move on the chessboard? You know, this was definitely like a kind of a Roose appreciation episode. I kind of forgot how calculated this motherfucker really was.
He's smart.
Yeah,
he was telling. Yeah, he was telling that motherfucker early, and he wasn't listening. House phone. Hold on.
He got to set up them appointments.
I'm back, nigga.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Hold the fuck on, DeMario.
Oh, DeMario, we discussed this in length last episode.
You need to watch last week's.
Yeah. Not too motherfucking much on my landline, baby. Not this week. Not season 5, episode 3. I'm a clown in this motherfucker. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
I can't take money right now.
Roose hit him with a real hot line. Roose told Ramsay, he said, the best way isn't by peeling a man's skin off. The best way is by marriage. You know, when he was talking about
solidifying facts. Yeah.
Unity in the North and all of that shit, killing and torturing. Like you said, Leslie, goddamn Roose is on some chess shit. And you really don't see it as much because he's, like you said, always operating in the background and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But all of his shit is necessary and calculated. So, you know. And then on to Sansa. For whatever reason, Sansa is still fucking stupid. Like top tier stupidity. This bitch is still listening and trusting Littlefinger as if like this nigga's not Littlefinger. Like,
but she's still learning the rules to the game. She's still learning the rules to the game.
That Queen Mama, stop trying to give her a way out. It's over. It's over.
She don't have a choice.
All right, then I'll just sit here and smoke. Fuck it.
No.
Ooh, she got that.
But that motherfucker Littlefinger was spitting that pimping to her though. And that nigga Littlefinger took it all the way back to King's Landing with this shit.
Dragon.
When he was telling her that shit, he was telling her, if you want revenge, you know, you everybody that died, you done been a bystander all your life, you know. It's time for you to get in the game, bitch. Is what he told her. And that's what she did, you know. It wasn't too bright, but I guess it was all right.
Right.
She
like,
really
she
didn't
too
have
right,
a
but it
choice.
was all right.
She didn't have a choice. What was her alternative?
I mean, well, okay, so Littlefinger theoretically gave her a choice, but at the same time, she's still fucking Sansa Stark. I mean,
she is.
Like,
those brain cells don't grow overnight.
Yeah,
he tells her, "There's
Exactly.
no justice in the world, not unless we make it. You love your family, avenge them." And then I wrote beside that Littlefinger ain't shit.
Fucking marrying the nigga, it makes no sense. just absolutely makes no fucking sense.
Marry the worst nigga in the 7 kingdoms.
Like your family, that family literally killed your fucking, like was the instrument in killing your family.
And she said this shit though, Leslie. That's the killing part. Like,
yeah,
this bitch laid it out flat. Like he did this, he did that.
Yeah, stabbed my fucking brother in the heart. Like he killed fucking Robb Stark, and then you just over here just.
How did that make y'all? I mean, like obviously, probably at this point, you already not trusting Littlefinger.
Hold on, pause. CJ, rub your hair again.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you feel about this nigga Littlefinger after this? Like, the first time around watching this shit, and then you see this, you know, knowing what Ramsay is capable of at this point.
That he's a manipulative son of a bitch, and he can sell a drowning man water, which basically he just did with getting Sansa to go and accept his proposal from Ramsay.
At this point, I felt like all that stuff that he said about who he loved her, he loved Catelyn. Like at this point, I'm like, he loves nobody but Littlefinger.
Yeah.
He never loved Sansa. Ever.
Yeah, exactly.
She was a means to an end.
Because they all are, right? At the end of the day. Yeah. I mean, also, I'm kind of confused. Like, I'm like Roose the first time I watched this shit. And I'm honestly still kind of confused about his moves because, like, you know, why is he doing this? Right? He's actually kind of lessening his position because the Lannisters gave him the Eyrie and Harrenhal. I mean, you know, you were talking about like 2 major like pieces of property in the 7 kingdoms, and then you're going to just say fuck them. You're going to just hold down the Eyrie and fucking try to position yourself with the fucking Warden of the North. Like, who the fuck wants to be? You know, I don't know. It's just it was weird to me. It was weird to me.
This is a good question, Shannon.
Yeah, it was weird to me. I mean, I get it. Chaos. We know. Instrument of chaos because he wants to eventually control everything, but you know he wants to have the 7 kingdoms in ruin so he can basically pick up the pieces. I get all that, but it was just weird to me his like positioning and what he was trying to do. I don't want to be in the North for no fucking reason whatsoever. That's like being in fucking Buffalo or some shit. Fuck that. Yeah, nigga, I ain't going to fucking Buffalo.
Or Syracuse.
Yeah, or like Albany or some shit. Yeah, like let me go to fucking Albany, New York. Yeah. I'm down here in Miami, but fuck it.
Shannon Young asked how she said, I need some help. I think I missed something. How did Roose know that Sansa was with Littlefinger?
No, because they've been communicating.
Raven, yeah, they've been talking.
Like they've been communicating. That was one of the Ravens that that note was from Roose about the marriage pact. So clearly they had been in communication before even that note was sent.
Littlefinger called Roose on CJ's house phone.
Say, hey, my man, send this Raven.
Niggas, this a landline.
Pimp to pimp, you know what I'm saying? You know that's a pimp line.
Oh my God. Okay.
So
no.
And Leslie, you can go into this a little better than me, but this was another huge difference from the book. You know, we talk book versus show because in the book, Ramsay actually married what was her name, Jane Poole.
Yeah, Jane Poole. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rather than this nigga he got now.
Yeah. They just, I think I was reading somewhere where the showrunner was basically just trying to because the book obviously has way more characters and a lot more storylines, so they just wanted to like condense the storylines here. So they just basically we'll see throughout this show, and we have seen that people are just eliminated or not in the show that are in the book, like characters, so they can just streamline the story better. But yeah, in the books, this is Jane Poole that Ramsay ends up getting with. Yeah.
So was Big Walda in the book?
Oh, you mean Lizzo? Yeah. Well, she was
come on, dog.
Damn. Pimp down.
Hold up.
Minnesota Vikings.
And you said this shit with a straight face, like fuck it.
I mean,
This nigga's terrible.
Damn.
Where are we on that?
what you gonna do about it?
We're at Brienne and Pod. Hey, Pod.
That's right. We are.
Oh, trust me, he see you today. You have his attention. You ain't got my attention though.
Not at all.
Nope. I don't see nothing.
Go ahead, Liz. Seriously, you was on that.
So Brienne and Pod are still following Littlefinger and Sansa, and Pod is a little blonde sometimes, and is trying to figure out where Littlefinger and Sansa are going. And Brienne's like, I know where they're going. So they proceed to stop and camp. I cannot stand you.
Yeah, zoom in. Who said that?
They proceed to stop and set up camp.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Brienne starts talking to Pod about why he's a squire. He's a little bit old to be a squire, and how he became a squire. And Pod went into the story of him squiring for someone else. They stole a ham bone or something, and to escape death, Tywin saved Pod and sent him to squire for his son, which is Tyrion. So of course we all know that was a punishment for Pod and also for Tyrion, but Tywin ends up working out for Pod because of where he's at and how many different people he's been able to come in contact with. So then Brienne proceeds to tell him, I can't take CJ serious.
That nigga Pod is the best squire in history.
Brienne proceeds to tell him that she's gonna teach him how to be a knight and also teach him how to ride a horse because he can't do either.
I thought this was a real nice scene, though. It was sweet, you know what I'm saying?
Very nice. Very nice.
You know, Brienne was finally softening up on Pod. You know, Pod was letting her know he really respected her, the way she whooped the hound's ass and whatnot. And it was beautiful, the way that they were finally connecting. She opened up to him like a Barbara Walters special, you know, about the way she had been fucked over when she went to the prom and shit.
Yeah,
and,
she did talk about that. And Renly.
Yeah, that's right. Renly saving her and shit from that. And Pod
she
was
did
like,
admit that she knew Renly was like Gucci Cat.
Hey, that shit was funny because you know, she was telling the story about he danced with him. Pod was like, bitch, you know he gay, right?
Right. She said, like, you know, she was like, I know he liked penis.
You didn't know all the time though, sis. Come on, be real. You was
she apologized for yelling at She apologized for yelling at Pod, and Pod said, if you don't yell at me, I won't learn shit.
Right.
And then that nigga lit a fire, and she knew he had learned some shit.
But like both of their backstories was just like crazy. I forgot about Pod's backstory.
They're both rejects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, and to Lenny's question, yeah, I think that cousins, I want to say. This
is the best recap of Breaking Bad I ever seen.
Walter White, baby.
Oh my goodness, man.
Somebody asked it. Said Pod is Pod Payne. Is he related to Sir Ilan Payne?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Same house. I think cousins. I want to say.
That's a good.
No, that's his father.
That's what saved his life.
Yeah.
When they started hand.
No, it's not his father.
That's not his father, is it?
I don't think it's his father.
I think he said that was his father.
She about to hit us with read a motherfucking book now.
Yeah, that's what they I think Pod said that that's what made Tywin.
Yeah, like exactly. That's what ended up saving him. Yeah, but it's not his father though. I think it's like a cousin or uncle or some shit. Uncle, nephew, cousin.
A weird uncle. Anyway.
A damn little finger.
So yeah, like that whole scene, I think Brienne kind of realized she was treating Pod how motherfuckers treated her. And she just kind of had a
definitely
a change of heart. Which is, pretty cool.
She be beating nigga. Like, can you imagine that though? Like whooping and like everybody she be beating ass right now is cause of how mad she is about prom, nigga. Like she be beating the shit out of niggas cause prom was fucked up. That's some wild shit.
She's very one-dimensional.
Oh, that's some wild shit, but I respect it though.
Again, she's going by that knightly code, the code of chivalry, and you protect, those who are weaker or less fortunate than you, kind of thing. So that's something that's been ingrained in her forever.
Yeah.
Even though she doesn't carry the title, sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You never gonna whoop her ass. I know that.
Yeah, you never gonna whoop her ass.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we flying through this episode.
So after that, we find ourselves at Winterfell. Sansa's family.
We at Castle Black.
Oh shit! All right, well, take us through that then.
All right, so we pop back up way north to Castle Black, and of course, last episode, Jon was elected the 998th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. So Stannis comes to him and again proposes that he legitimize him as Jon Stark and make him the Warden of the North and get the wildlings on his side and so he can keep winning as he marches down through Westeros. So if he wins the North, get the Northmen to follow him. Keep going south, run through the Twins, and eventually get to King's Landing with a huge army and then take over the throne. So Jon turns him down, just like he always planned. He said, "No, I've made my commitment here. This is where I'm at. I just got elected Lord Commander, so I ain't got to take shit from Alistair Thorne no more, because fuck him." And so then he asked Stannis, how much longer y'all gonna be here, because we ain't got food like that. He does we ain't got food like that. So Stannis
we need to go home.
Shit, right, exactly. We got niggas going. That's exactly how he said it. We got niggas going home. God damn.
Funny shit, yo.
I think eating us out of house at home.
So Stannis tells him we're gonna be here another fortnight and then we're gonna get the hell out your hair. So then Braavos stays behind and starts talking about how Stannis is and why he is the way he is, and trying to help Jon understand some of the things he does motivationally and shit. And Jon is just kind of like, it's whatever, bro. He can do whatever he wants. He's a king by blood, so that's his war. My shit is up here. That's all there is. All right.
But
but Stannis schooled him though. It was a real good Stannis scene. Go ahead, pimp. My fault, man. I didn't mean.
No, you was good. You was good. Hey. Players first. You got it, dog. I can wait my turn. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no player, man. Just a humble servant.
Okay. You could have just said I crush it.
Okay.
Well, listen here. But the nigga Stannis did tell the nigga Jon Snow, like, boy, you are stubborn just like your daddy. And that nigga Jon Snow smiled and shit. He said, motherfucker, I don't mean that as a compliment. You stupid.
Right.
That got him killed and it's gonna get you killed too. And it was when he was recommending that he sent Alistair Thorne up the road, and Jon Snow said, "Oh well, you know, I've been taught that keep my enemies close." And Stannis said, "Motherfucker who said that didn't have that many enemies."
Bruh, like straight schooling Jon, man. Straight schooling Jon. And he also like kind of gave him the real on the wildling thing, like on his wildling problem. Like, bruh, you gotta do something. Like Stannis is so matter of fact, but it's I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention for it. But it's
oh shit.
Like he gives the best advice.
it was man. What part are we on again?
Nigga. Beats me.
You deserve a beating. Please don't make me pull out my riding crop tonight.
I'm not be dirty. I love
Here
it.
goes the straw.
Yeah, that's straw too.
Shit. Hold on, wait. Where are we at?
We are
Arya and the weird girl.
We are back in Braavos with Arya.
And it's funny, I have her as the weird girl too.
Yeah, that's what I wrote as the weird girl. That's what I call her.
So she became known as the Waif.
Oh yeah, the Waif. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Did we skip a part? Or did we not skip?
No, Davos tells Ollie to recite the vows. Did we mention that?
Oh yeah.
Because Ollie was in the room hearing everything that Davos was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, we had
the Davos thing, and now we go to Arya.
Yeah,
where she gets schooled on basically how to become really no one.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, Jakeen Hergur was, and so basically the Waif comes in and just starts fucking beating the shit out of her with a stick, and then Arya's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bitch? I'm about to fucking get needle and shank your ass." Then fucking I'm trying to stay focused. Stay focused, brother. Stay focused. And then Arya, then fucking goddamn who's
Jakeen Hergur, nigga. Jakeen Hergur.
Jakeen Hergur. Jakeen Hergur walks in and is like, "Bitch, what are you doing? If you about to grab Arya's sword, And then Arya was like, "Well, yeah, nigga, this is my sword." And Jakeen Hergur was like, "Nigga, if you really want to become no one, you gotta get rid of Arya's things." So then Arya goes into the river and she dumps everything except for Needle. She buries that motherfucker because Arya said, "Listen, me and Jon, we got a thing going on, and it's the breast sibling relationship we got."
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Away from the city. Yep.
Oh man.
So then Arya and Jakeen go and clean the body. Who did the body? Arya and Jakeen.
Who did the
body? Arya and the Waif.
Arya and the Waif.
That's right. That's right.
Right. Yeah. So then they
and Arya is asking questions and shit like, "What are we gonna do after we wash them? Like what happens after that?"
Yeah.
So we know Arya's audition to be one of the Silent Sisters ain't never gonna work out.
Right.
Because she always got questions.
All the questions.
Like 50 Cent, 20 questions.
21.
Is it 21?
Yeah, 21 questions, baby.
Yes. They probably, I don't think they had the 8-track version, of your youth. I get it.
That motherfucker finna get pin slapped. I tell you that. Smoke it Stannis, Smoke it Robinson. Any of them motherfuckers can get these hands tonight, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Look at all that.
Oh my god. You got mother smoking.
You see how I bumped the ends on this shit though?
Yeah. Fluff it.
Shaking like a salt shaker, working like a back breaker.
Hello, baby. I can't shake it too hard now. Took me 12 hours to put this shit in.
Oh my God.
I got this from the finest of I got this from where Varys be shopping.
What you got on under that robe?
You know.
Shit, CJ, what'd you say, baby? What'd you say? You say, listen, listen, he wanted the honey. All I want is the money. Shit, CJ worried about that.
I know we ain't finna go tit for tat up in here tonight.
Timothy said that's that Varys collection.
That's that bird collection.
That damn Varys.
Not birds.
So now Littlefinger and Sansa arrive at Winterfell.
Oh yeah. Like this is where we see Lizzo and them.
And Lizzo is hype. Like she's just in the background cheesing.
Yeah. Smiling from ear to ear. Just like she just got done with an ultimate feast.
Right here.
But the thing about this scene, so they arrive and they're greeted in the courtyard by Roose and his wife and all the staff and everything. And you think Arya's fixing to, have this big explosion. And she says, Lord Bolton, I'm so glad to be here, blah, 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 and all the niceties of society. Because now she's trying to play the game. She's trying to play the game that Littlefinger is trying to teach her. And she's learning. So she's like, okay, we're going to play the game. I got to do this. I got to get in here. I got to get settled in. And I got to kill these motherfuckers eventually.
TK done got hot.
Hey, listen. That wig was hotter than Dwight Howard at an all-boys school.
You know what?
Ooh, damn.
God, y'all is wild, man.
Go ahead.
Where's my gun?
These niggas have made a pimp break character.
I'm gonna have to.
Did she say a gun?
You got a gun now?
I'm gonna have to bring the knife out again.
Oh shit!
But
Oh shit!
on the show.
Mama Shango done got the knife out.
Mama Shango.
I'm gonna have to bring the knife out again. We're gonna have to cut it down. TK, you need a shave? I can shave you.
It looks like TK don't need shit shaved. That nigga ain't shaved since '83.
Yeah.
This nigga got alopecia.
Golly.
So as the camera is panning around the courtyard, I'm ignoring you. As the camera is panning around the courtyard,
my bad, man.
It shows Charlotte. It shows Ramsay's number one, or maybe his bottom, Ramsay's bottom bitch, Charlotte.
Yeah, she ain't like this shit.
And she's just sitting there and she's fuming, she's steaming. She's like, this bitch, she ain't gonna take my place. Whatever. You the Howmaster's daughter. So yeah, you the bottom bitch. So just ride your place, okay? Which is whatever Ramsay said.
Queen Mother, hold on. Can I ask the pimp what happens to a woman when she steps like that and has the audacity to think she's place?
I mean, it's just you got to know your damn place. That's all it is to it. You know what I'm saying? Know your damn place to win this goddamn race is what it is. You know what I mean? We in it together. I'm trying to be the motherfucking king of the North. You got to stop bullshitting so I can be the king of the North. In order to get the allegiance of all the motherfuckers we need to get the allegiance of, we need some Starks on our side.
In order to get the city, you got to take the city.
That's right. That's right. And straight like that. I mean, I feel like that's stay in line, ho. Is pretty much what he said.
Thank you.
Yep.
So the old housekeeper is taking her to her accommodations. And she tells her, "Welcome home, Lady Stark. The North remembers." So there you have, the words of the region. Okay. And so that's going to play an important part from now on. So the North is always going to remember. So we don't like these motherfuckers. We know that they're traitors. You have our loyalty. We got your back as best we can. And anything you need, you ask them. Y'all are pitiful. Anyway. So that's that. So then it comes to my favorite part.
Because she is.
Because I am. Because I am.
He's back. Does that mean I can take his robe off? No, I ain't taking his robe off.
I mean, be you, be free.
No. I was thinking more Superfly meets House of the Dragon, I mean, I got on green, but I'm a motherfucking blacks. You know what I'm saying?
So now we go back to the Night's Watch, and they're holding their little Night's Watch meeting, and Master Aemon can't attend because he's sick. And I forgot the rest. Jon gives Alistair the first Ranger role. So I think that's Jon. This is kind of funny. That's Jon being diplomatic,
right?
Versus just completely ousting Alistair, who is against Jon. He gives him the first Ranger role, and then Jon and his Targaryen.
Demario. You get the number one tonight. You get the number one, brother.
Hey, Queen Mama, why don't you shut the hell up? All right?
Hell no.
Good. Shut the hell up.
I'm gonna sprinkle some goofy dust on your ass too. Keep on.
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I want to hear. Look at you. Little demon eyes.
You have no idea.
Ooh, I want to know.
Oh, Straw's back.
Oh yes.
There's some power in that Straw, mother. Mm-hmm. So back to Night's Watch, because we ain't never gonna get through this episode. Yeah, Night's Watch has their commencement. They're talking, and Jon mentions that a new latrine needs to be dug. And who does he put over the supervision of the new latrine?
Thank you, Ashley. Of course it's supposed to be fucking Tyrion. These slow motherfuckers talk about who I'm supposed to be. You see the hand of the fucking queen. You see I drink and I know things. Got to drink I know things cup. Got this fucking hot ass wig. Tyrion, nigga, Tyrion. Come on, y'all. Tell him.
Thought you was Chucky a little bit.
Oh my god!
I'm just playing with you, nigga.
Anyway, Janos is put over digging the latrine or supervising the digging of the latrine.
He's put over Greyguard, which is one of the rundown forts.
Oh shoot, you're right. The redhead was put over the latrine. I'm sorry.
That's right. Yes. That's right.
Yes. Yeah, so Janos is put over Greyguard, and he doesn't agree. And he's pissed off and refuses the order.
Yeah, that nigga Janos overstepped. He stepped over and overstepped tonight.
He thought he was.
That nigga
thought he was gonna have backup and.
Yeah, you need so Voodoo Queen. You need to talk to us about what went down with Janos.
So see what had happened was. Janos said, "I ain't going no damn where. You ain't sending me nowhere to die. That motherfucker is cold as hell, and my dick ain't gonna fall off because it's cold and rotten. So it's just gonna not freeze off." So Jon's like, "Oh, Big Daddy, you mistake yourself because I'm the king in this motherfucker. And that was a direct order. So you gonna get your shit, pack it up, and get gone, like I said, because you ain't the boss here. He was like, I'm not doing shit. Okay. So then he says, Ollie,
Queen Mama, like Queen Mother, who's the lovely woman in the background there, that picture?
That is my housemate's great aunt. I mean, her.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that's what CJ kind of looked like. So I was trying to figure out.
So Janos want to be like, I ain't going nothing if you buck, motherfucker. So Jon said, Ollie, bring my sword. And then everybody starts getting up to go outside. Sir Alistair gets up and stands in front of Janos. And Ed walks up to Alistair Thorne. Alistair Thorne swings open like a big door and said, whoop! He's like, you gonna let me go out like that, man? Damn. So
that's all that glazing that nigga was doing.
Hey, look, that nigga Alistair told that nigga bye, nigga.
And I mean, all the way outside. Oh, he's just trying to frighten me. I was doing, I was the king's guard when you were still in your diapers and shit. But you ain't in diapers now, and you damn sure not in King's Landing. So if you can't follow orders, guess what? I'm gonna change my name to Sojourner Truth. Anybody who can't follow the orders, bang.
Yeah.
And so he punks him. John punks him all the way down, and that's when you get, some Janos punking out. No, I'm sorry, nothing. That's when you get Janos punking out like the punk he is and showing his true colors. And Jon is supposed to be like, and he's like, I'm scared, I'm so sorry. I'll go. Jon's like, no. And so that's how we get the headless horseman.
True that.
I wish Reek was there to see how to chop off a head properly.
Damn.
Yeah. And so also who's on the battlement or one of the balconies, Stannis comes out to see what's going on because, of course, everybody's out in the courtyard. He's like, oh, well, he really got balls. Okay, well, I can dig that. I can respect that. So,
yeah. So he let the Night's Watch know he'll chop a motherfucker head off for disobedience, and he let Stannis know. But also, I think when Janos, admitted his fear and admitted all of the things that he admitted, he justified.
That got him killed.
Yeah, we definitely can't let you protect nothing now, knowing that you are this way. And I think all of the guys would have been in agreement at that point once they heard that. So
yeah,
Pimp had to get serious for a moment to talk about Janos, and that's the end of his chapter.
Bye, Janos.
Bye, Janos.
And so his watch has ended. What was after that? Were we back at the?
We were at the brothel.
Yeah.
Oh,
King's Landing. You had the the High Septon, the freak.
That nigga is.
My boy said, I want two of them. I think I saw CJ.
It was a role play for me. Like, okay,
High Septon.
The maiden and the stranger.
Yeah. That nigga.
Like that nigga said, it'll be extra. He was like, I know.
Yeah.
It was like, God damn.
The High Septon was a connoisseur, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was, he was definitely right up your alley.
That nigga was a freak ass frog, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, the sparrows start walking in on his ass, you know what I mean? And they walk in on that nigga and they like, oh, you freaking motherfucker, get up, and they make him walk his naked stinking ass outside, and they hollering sinner, and he take his naked ass from out there in the flea bottom down to goddamn to the small council, And
he's shaped like a triangle. Let's start there.
And he's shamed, you know what I'm saying? And ain't no shame in your game, baby. If you let your freak flag fly, you know, let that be a lesson to all y'all out there. Let your motherfucking freak flag fly. You know what I mean? Don't be shamed. You know what I mean? Break it down to big like Jane. But
freaks of a
with
feather.
that being said, you know, I think it gave Cersei an idea in her mind, you know, like when she saw him in that position, that compromised position, and she said, damn, you know, this nigga got a little power, this High Sparrow, you know what I mean? And she went down with them stinking motherfuckers. Well,
it was funny as wait, like going back real quick. It was funny as hell when the High Step walked into the small council meeting and he saw Qyburn and he was like, and Qyburn was like, it doesn't matter. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga?
And the nigga next to Pycelle said, I feel like private shit should stay private.
Right. Pycelle was flabbergasted.
And then Cersei looked at this motherfucker like, please, yo, shut your ass.
It's probably the pettiest scene since Driftmark, nigga. It was pretty petty.
Like private affair should stay private.
There was a lot of good Tyler Perry level acting going on in that particular scene. So I enjoyed that.
Y'all killing me.
So then she went to the High Septon. She was talking to the
nigga. I had a few drinks with
I'm not skipping anything when I say she went to the High Sparrow. I said the High Septon, but she went to the High Sparrow, right?
Yeah, she went to the High Sparrow. Yeah, that's when she walked among the brokies.
Yeah, so she walked amongst them, and you know, she smelled the stank for the first time in her life. You know, probably had never smelled no stank like that before. And she begins to finesse the High Sparrow, and he recognizes that she is attempting to charm him, and she says that the crown and the faith are the two pillars which hold up, right? Right. Yeah. She said if one of them falls, then the entirety of everything collapses. Right. So she's preparing herself to put this guy to elevate his position because she sees that he has the ability to sway and create fanatics on a low level at the very least. And I think she's trying to find new alliances. And so that's what we identify there.
What was when y'all first watched this, what was your like first impressions of the High Sparrow?
He's a dirty ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He was.
My impression was a preacher from Nowhereville, Indiana, who got a few followers, and all of a sudden he thinks that he's second to the president.
Damn.
Somebody who just had people follow him, and that's the only reason they're relevant. And they try to hide under the guise of, oh, charity. Let me give my shoes. What is that church in Australia? What were they called?
Oh, what, Creflo Dollar?
No.
Oh, Creflo ain't giving niggas nothing.
I mean, he's giving niggas hope.
Creflo's a man after my own heart. Nigga, I want a plane too.
Giving hope, baby.
Just a scammy scammer is what I got from him from jump. Like, he is the biggest scammer in
that's my church though.
Well, I mean, you know, there's some aspects of it that make the nigga look magnanimous and shit. No shoes, you know what I mean? He washing the motherfucker feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how genuine did he come across to y'all?
Well, like, I mean, the niggas that's running with him is still crazy than a motherfucker. So, you know.
Yeah, because of the fact that they're just weak-minded, right? That's who he kind of targets.
Yeah, targets young testosterone-filled boys.
Mm-hmm.
You saw they'll take your ass out in the street naked, you know. So you knew they was capable of that. But at the same time, I really was like, maybe he a good person. I don't know, but you know, I didn't know that.
I think he's a motherfucker that stand on that shit. That stand
on business. He stand on business.
He's standing on fucking business.
Standing on business.
He's a radical fucking religious fanatic who is who means the shit that he believes. He's about that life. you know, he one of them type motherfuckers. He ain't afraid to die. Like you crucify him, he gonna be like, shit, when and where? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He one of them type motherfuckers. Like you know.
Yeah. I definitely thought that he was gonna have them, you know,
Jim
drinking
Jones.
some sweet milk of the poppy together.
Yep, Jim Jones. Yep.
Very much a cult, Lakia.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, but
I ain't like that nigga.
I can't look at Queen Mother.
Why?
I say that every episode, but here we are.
I don't say that, Queen Mama.
Y'all stop with all that. Stop with all that shit.
I just see a wrestling ring in the back of your.
You heard that from me. I know it's underneath that mask.
Queen Shango. You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
All right, now Tyrion.
No. Hey man, I'm like Tyrion, I'm back, baby. When he was talking to that hoe, I was like, my boy's back.
That nigga Tyrus trying to get turned into a frog on this motherfucker.
My boy's back. My boy said, "What's all the wealth in the world if you can make a woman laugh?" God damn, I was like, yes.
That nigga Tyrus trying to get turned into a frog.
Listen, voodoo him, Queen. Voodoo him.
Nah, man, listen, bro. I
take care
her, bro. I really did. She was gone. I was gone when she was here. I miss my buddy.
Aww. You're so sweet.
Ooh.
I mean, hey, old motherfuckers need love too. Anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
We're not talking about your love life. Mine is just fine.
Look, all I'm doing is living my life. I'm just trying to remain sucker free in a world full of lollipops, baby. That's all I'm doing.
What's the nigga name in The Princess and the Frog?
Who? Prince Naveen?
No, Dr. Facilier.
Oh, Dr. Facilier, yeah.
Yeah. See, Tyra.
Yeah, I can get a top hat quick enough.
Tyra gonna fuck around and find out. Shit.
See, y'all think all the voodoo is down in New Orleans. Y'all ain't been in North Carolina, South Carolina, have you?
Not in that low country now.
Like she was pointing
I was
down.
about to say I've been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not in the rice fields though.
And when Queen Mama was pointing down this when she started talking about voodoo, I was like, oh.
She said the motherfucking
I was like, what voodoo she talking about?
She said that Geechee, boy.
Hey, you know what type she talking about, Leslie?
Uh-huh.
I know exactly what type she talking about.
She put that motherfucking boo hag on your ass.
So, your grandma and your grandpa have their dentures, and so when they get in bed and they take their dentures out and they gum on each other. So that's how I'm gonna leave that. So.
Oh shit!
These motherfuckers.
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with ain't nothing wrong with that.
Just like you, Queen Mother, that clip is an oldie but goodie.
I know that's. God damn.
So anyway, where we at, CJ?
Move along, niggas. Move along.
Nigga, I don't know.
We are at.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Ask me that again, nigga.
I said, where we at?
We are back at Winterfell. Are we on planet Earth? Are we in the Mars? I don't know.
I heard a name, but it wasn't mine.
What, a pimp has no name?
There you go.
No name.
See what y'all not hip to is like it's like the whole a pimp named Slickback. You got to say the whole damn thing.
You got to say the whole thing.
For him to respond.
You got to say the whole thing. There you go. See, Queen Voodoo Mother, I thank you. And so
we know.
Where's we at, man? This nigga after High Sparrow tell her hypocrisy is a boil, and you got to slice it out.
Cersei sending a message to Littlefinger via Qyburn, and the mountains over there on that table tweaking like, come on, Leslie.
That nigga percolating.
Like
it's Halloween. But it's fresh from a good. I was like, damn, this is a perfect Halloween episode, though. You know.
Yeah. You got the Headless Horseman. You got Frankenstein Mountain.
Yeah.
You got Zombie Reek.
And then you got Freaky Priest.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. I'm just saying.
So then it pans to Qyburn is sending a message from Cersei to Littlefinger.
Right.
She thinks he's still at the Vale.
At the Eyrie. Or the Eyrie, as
Tyra says. Iris and the Eyrie.
And
as
he is
Will Smith's husband would say.
Wow, wait a minute. I just damn.
Wow.
Nigga made me break character again, dog.
He makes me sick. And this wig makes it worse.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this nigga might be Chucky.
So then we're with Littlefinger and Ramsay.
Let me see that knife. Go ahead.
Listen, the red woman. Go ahead, the red woman. I apologize. A pimp. Apologize.
Apology accepted. Littlefinger and Ramsay are talking, and Ramsay is straight up lying to Littlefinger, saying that he's not going to hurt Sansa. And he's basically grateful that he set the marriage up between them. So then it pans to Roose and Littlefinger, and they're talking about the Lannisters. And while they're talking about the Lannisters, I can't honestly remember what they were talking about, but it was about the Lannisters. But they were talking, and the message came from Cersei, and
they were talking about their allegiances together, and that Tywin is dead, and so the Lannisters don't have any more power.
There you go. Yeah. And Littlefinger gets the scroll, and it's already open, and he's like,
"Bitch, you open my mail."
And Roose is like, yeah I did.
What you gonna do about it?
Right.
Hey, did that make y'all think about like Cersei at that point? Like if she had anything to do with all the rest of this shit that's been going on with Littlefinger at all?
What'd you say?
Did it make you go, has Cersei been involved in any of this shit that's been going on with Littlefinger up until this point? Since she was like, hey, seeing Littlefinger a raven, that made a flag go off in my head. Like, okay, Sansa about to get with Ramsay and all that shit. Like, is Cersei? Why the fuck would she like think of Littlefinger? Yeah, and that.
I always assumed that Cersei was still working with Littlefinger, but she didn't know that Sansa was with Littlefinger as well.
Yeah, like Littlefinger, Cersei just thinks Littlefinger is holding down the Eyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Ivory, I'm sorry.
And since Sansa's being passed off as his niece, Cersei has no inkling or little birds or anything to tell her otherwise. So.
Right. Yep. Yeah. And so
my bad.
And so Roose was basically saying that, listen, nigga, you gonna write your reply back to Cersei, but I need to see that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because everybody knows not to trust fucking Littlefinger. I mean, even Cersei, when she was like, "Where is he slithering about?" she knows that motherfucker's up to something, right? You know, even if she doesn't know that he's completely betrayed her, she knows that shit that's bound to happen eventually, any fucking way.
Yeah, and that nigga Littlefinger think he bigger than the Lannisters at this point. At least that's the way he talking to Roose about it, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, oh shit, they power weighing every day. So
exactly, except Sansa. Sansa the only motherfucker who still trusts that.
Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas. At this point, I stopped watching the show to get dressed. So
not watching it at the last minute. We got it. You fine.
There you go. So
it takes you a long time to look that pretty, don't it?
Baby, I had to bump these ends. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so we're at the point where Tyrion and Varys and Varys are riding together, and Tyrion is like, nigga, I'm getting tired of just seeing your fucking face. Like, I need to get out this motherfucker. I need to go see some people, and specifically when I mean people, I mean some hoes. And so they drive. So ride to the to where were they?
They're in Volantis.
Volantis,
ride to the city limits and then get out.
It's their Volantis. They ride. They walk around the city, and then they spot a red priestess, a red woman like yourself, lit Cersei, yes. And to Tyrion's point, I mean, if there's one thing this goddamn religion does, is recruit some fine ass women. And so, they ain't blind, give them that. They might be crazy as cat shit, but the motherfuckers ain't blind. And so she's speaking in High Valyrian, and this is when we see that Tyrion obviously knows some High Valyrian. He can at least understand it. He may not be able to speak it, but he definitely understands it. And then the red priestess starts preaching directly at his ass when talking about, essentially, because she's preaching positive messages about Daenerys and about how she's essentially the savior. And then she stares right at Tyrion's ass, and so Tyrion's like, all right, nigga, let's get the fuck out of this motherfucker. It's not gonna see some hoes. So they get to the brothel, and then Tyrion puts on his best impression of CJ. Tyrion can speak Niggalarian, right? Welcome back that term. Hell, forgot that fucking. And like when Tyrion gets to the door, the nigga rubs his head. It's like it's good luck to rub a dwarf's head. Tyrion is like, it's a good luck to suck a dwarf's cock.
There you go.
So then he gets to the
brothel. Say no shit like that.
Right. So he gets to the brothel. He spits his best game at some woman who was at first kind of put off towards him, but then was smiling within 30 seconds, because that's what my nigga Tyrion does. And then Tyrion has some shade PTSD and has to take and instead goes to the bathroom, or he just pisses out on the side of the wall, and that's when Jorah's bitch ass kidnaps him.
Jorah the Explorer's back.
Yep, Jorah the Explorer is back. Yep.
So he kidnapped.
My boy said, I'm taking you to the queen. And I know Tyrion like, this motherfucker taking me back to Cersei. Ain't this a bitch?
Yeah.
Right. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what Tyrion assumed. He was like, fuck.
Wrong queen. There's two. Exactly. Plus, she's the dowager queen. She ain't no queen.
Is that the end of the episode? Or is some more shit that happened?
It is. That's the end.
No, that was
I had got a pimp had got close.
Captain Friendzone was the last one.
Yeah, Captain Friendzone said, "I'm coming out of this friend zone with this tree."
Right. Exactly. Is that nigga picked Tyrion up like a? I
mean, that's some serious,
like a sack of laundry.
Hey, would you steal a midget for some pussy?
Look at this comment. Jorah was crying in lit Cersei's and just knew he was redeemed with Tyrion.
I was crying lit Cersei's.
Wait, what? Oh shit! A pimp couldn't read Valyrian.
Hey, this was a good episode.
This was a great episode.
I think really this is the first one where this is, I believe, the first wedding nobody got killed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. They zoomed past this wedding.
We don't know that nobody got killed. I'm sure Cersei killed somebody for sport.
A nigga technically got brought back to life.
Wow.
but one could dream. I know that's right. I'm not doing it, but
oh, man.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Man.
Please don't get Leslie in trouble.
Yes.
Can't do that.
Let's keep people abreast on the next episode, please. Something.
We will be back to our regularly scheduled clothing next week.
I don't know. I like this shit a little bit too much. Y'all nigga might have a pimp for life.
Yeah, we already knew that.
He had to stop watching so he can get dressed.
You know, it take a pimp time.
How you gonna watch it an hour before the show though?
I had to put my jewelry on and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to put my motherfucking owl on just in case y'all motherfuckers say, who is that? So I can tell y'all the pimp has no name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Every time a motherfucker asks me who, a pimp.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
It's
A
hot.
pimp named Westback. You know what I mean?
A pimp named Westback. Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Sus.
It's a good ass episode though. You know, I enjoyed this shit. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling out there in the audience tonight? Y'all enjoyed
They
this.
let you practice law.
Now.
They let you practice law.
Baby, I don't practice, I play.
What did you say, CJ? I don't practice.
I don't practice, baby. I'm a player. Player to get to be exact.
You're nuts.
I'm perfected.
From the window to the wall.
They let you.
Did we have a post of the week? TK? Okay.
You know, TK forgot about
No,
that
we
shit.
didn't.
It was a busy
did.
week. It was a
Yeah.
busy week.
I didn't get to do one.
That's fine.
Look, if y'all ain't in the watch them throne groups, you bullshitting. Get your ass over there immediately tonight, because it goes down over there and watch them thrones in the group. And if you ain't listening to the podcast, find that shit on Spotify and Apple and all that good shit. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook and all that good shit. Do all that shit, because that's how we grow. And you know, y'all can send a player some stars too. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, that laugh.
Y'all can make it rain on some motherfuckers.
Wow.
You got to. Thank you, Mal. We appreciate you. Hey, look, I'm just saying, man. Niggas is looking flabbergasted. The ghost of Heyman disappeared on us and shit. But I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed the night, man.
He didn't put his air conditioner on up under the wig, so you know he got extra hot. So
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got a newfound respect for these ladies with wigs, cause this shit hot than a motherfucker.
Damn, what you talking about?
Boy, I'm sweating like a
Burning.
motherfucker by the ears right now.
Right.
And this ain't nothing but leave out. You know what I'm saying?
oh, fucking hell.
Idiot. You are an idiot.
That nigga say he hotter than witness pipe.
Oh. Straight to the heart.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I think on that note, we
Still
need to get on out here.
Before we go, I want to throw some peaceful journeys up. Suzanne Summers, Richard Mall, who played Bull on the original Night Court.
Oh, they Bull too. Damn.
Yeah. He was 80 years old. I was like, damn, he was old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Matthew Perry just yesterday.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest player pimp.
The original.
Black icons.
OG.
Started out as an Ebony Fashion Fair model, in case y'all didn't know that. Sir Richard Roundtree, and I call him Sir out of respect.
That was a bad mother.
shut your
mouth.
I'm just talking about Richard.
But we can dig it.
That's right.
Y'all got to catch the jokes, niggas.
You was older than all of them.
Whatever.
But that's a good tribute queen. That's a good tribute. Voodoo Queen Mother.
It is a good tribute.
Thank you.
That's a good tribute, for real. That's a good tribute.
Thank you, Queen Mother. Go ahead and get that straw one more time.
Since I commune with the dead.
Let them know, Kim.
Hey, Mama Wyatt.
Shit. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Look, y'all, hey, y'all niggas better get ready for a pimp has no name for season 5, because he gonna be here. Oh, shit. I can't believe niggas stayed around this long.
This nigga just laugh, man.
Donmar, that's okay. You can be too young for my jokes, darling. This is how you learn. This is my purpose. This is
Rey Mysterio.
About ancient black history. I was alive for. Whatever. Wow. Oh, Faith and Vanessa, how you gonna hit me like that? How you gonna hit me like that? How you gonna hit me the fuck?
Oh my God! You lost your hat, Pimp.
Damn, Rey Mysterio.
First thing is that the shower cap. What the fuck?
Nigga, this is satin.
He's protecting his edges.
I told y'all niggas this would leave out.
Oh my God.
This nigga look like somebody fucking auntie. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
God.
Oh,
it was so hot, bro.
Oh, they're sweating.
Oh, God damn. That is crazy.
So yeah,
I ain't been talking that wig this, Cersei.
So like I said,
What'd you say?
Next week,
I said I ain't been because of the wig.
And thank you for tuning in to WTMI.
So
much information.
We enjoyed this. Thank you all for tuning in. On behalf of Pimp Has No Name, on behalf of Voodoo Queen Mother, on behalf of I'm a Bit Hungover, myself, and Lil Red Riding Hood, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you.
That was fucked up. That was fucked up.
Don't let's see him.